from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Well, let's jump right into the shebang bang, the shebanger. We got a rematch of the SEC championship, a rematch of the national championship for like what 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something around there. No, it had to be like 4 or 5 years
I
ago.
think it was like 4. Yeah, 4 or 5. It's longer than that.
Well, we got the number one Crimson Tide, 13-1, 8-6 against the spread, taking on the Georgia Bulldogs, 13-1, 9-5 against the spread, the number 3 team in the country. This game is going on at Lucas Oil Stadium up there in Detroit, Michigan. Let's take a look at this line. Opened up in favor of Bama, -2.5. That line has since then have jumped to -3. The total opened up at 52.5. Right now, that line's at 52. There are some 52.5 still in the area as well. Injury reports right now for Georgia. There hasn't been too much of a significant change since the last game as far as Alabama. Offensive line, Owens, he left last game. He is questionable. Now, we still know Michi, he's out for the season. But other than that, that's another offensive lineman, Ikiroy, he left the game as well during the beatdown against Cincinnati. Get to these actual factuals real quick, my people. Georgia, the under sits 7 on the last 10 games. They're 17-1 straight up in the last 18 games, 0-7 straight up in the last 7 games. Oh, excuse me, against Alabama, 13-1 straight up in the last 14 games this season, 11-1 straight up in the last 12 games against the SEC conference opponent. The total has gone under 5 out of the last 7 games whenever Georgia plays in the month of January. And their total's also gone over 4 out of the last 5 games on a Monday. Alabama, the unders hit 4 out of the last 6. They're 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games. The overs also hit 9 out of the last 10 games. They're 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games this season, 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games against the SEC conference opponent. The overs also hit 4 out of the last 5 games whenever they're going against an SEC East division opponent. The overs also hit 11 out of the last 15 games whenever Bama plays in the month of January. And they are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games when playing as an underdog. So, Alabama taking on Georgia. Flat Top, I'm going to let you start off with this one. What is your play, my guy?
So for me, watching how they played, I took Georgia the first time. I think everyone basically did out of us. And I can't go against Saban twice. Now, I know this Georgia team, it's hard to beat the same team twice. But going with the experience, Alabama's been there. Saban's going to be game planning. I'm taking Bama money line. I'm not taking them for the points. I think Bryce Young, he really steps up, has a big game for him. Cincinnati kind of kept him in check and let the running back do most of the work. But I think Young goes to work. Williams, or whoever the receiver that they have, has another big day. I know it is super hard to beat the same team twice, but if anyone can do it, it's Coach Saban. And, besides A&M, none of his disciples have really got him. So this isn't the time. Kirby Smart, love them dogs, but Bama money line.
All right, Flat Top likes Bama money line, and SBO says we in Sexton's head. He can't shake us. He's going to throw 3 picks in this game. So you already know who SBO's on. He's on Bama money line. Marley, what's the play, my guy?
Coach, what's your Georgia line?
What's my what? Oh,
What's
shit!
your Georgia line?
They got defensive guys all over. Georgia, if you don't know, they got first rounders on every level of that defense. Defensive tackle, defensive tackle, defensive ends, inside backers, outside backers, corners. I'm trying to fix the corners and safeties.
All
That's like
NFL
6
caliber.
levels. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 future first rounders.
All NFL caliber players.
Absolutely.
With that being said, what does Alabama have?
Alabama got some first rounders. You know, they're going to stay with some first rounders. You know, Will Anderson, you know, he a fucking dog, you know. You know, they just dealing with a lot of the injury bug. You know, they had the cat that transferred from Tennessee who was killing it before he got hurt for the year. You know, Bama got some guys that's going to go. You know, Bama got some guys that's going to go. Yeah. Bama did expose them, but Michi really exposed him, and he's not there. That's a little concerning, SBO. But go ahead, Marley.
All right, man. So look, what's up, SBO? You right, SBO. SBO say, Marley, I told you last time. And I remember that. And I thought about that earlier today when I was looking at this game. I was like, this nigga SBO told me last time. So if I come out here and take Georgia again, SBO
he gonna come back. He gonna come
He
back on the
come on
college
this
basketball
all
show.
kind of shit.
On the college basketball show, and be like, I
Talking
told
shit.
your ass, Marley.
So look, I got 2 plays on this game. My first play, I'm on the over 52.
Over 52. Okay.
One thing I do know is this. If Georgia wants to win this game, they got to score. They're not, I don't care how good that defense is, they not holding Bama to under, I'll say 24 points. It's not happening. I don't see it happening. They got to get in the 30s. If they get in the 30s, I'm over 52. If they get in the 20s, I think I'm over 52 because I think Bama's going to score 30. I'm on Bama, dog. Money line. Roll Tide.
Yeah, on the Bama money line for the Roll Tide. Lil James say, let's go. I'm going to put something on Bama money line. Hey, man. Okay, so I guess it's on me. So you like Bama in the over, correct?
I like Bama in the over.
All right, so it's coming down to me.
They corners, and it came down to this. No, Bama probably not going to be able to run it the way, the way that they would like to, or the way they ran it on Cincinnati. Georgia does have a defense. But those corners I watched last game, and it's not necessarily the corners. To me, who got the better quarterback? Is it Stedman or is it Bryce Young? And it's clearly, no even question, Bryce Young. I think Georgia might be the better team, but when that quarterback dropping down the way he is and making the decisions that he's making, Stedman got to play a perfect-ass game, and I don't know if he's capable. So I got to rock with that.
That money line looks so beautiful for Bama.
How can you pass it up?
It's gonna change. It's gonna shit. Last time when I jumped all over, they were what 200. 200.
I don't know what it was like, last time.
It was because it was Georgia minus 7.5. Alabama was 220. I remember, boy. I put that bread on them. Put 750 on them. I remember. Shit. Man. Now I'm gonna say this. Yeah, typically in these type games, them unders do be hitting, but I don't know. Look, man, sitting down watching Bama and Cincinnati, I was kind of really impressed, and I was like, I can see the difference without Michi being out there on that field for Alabama. You know, the game was close. It was 10-3 for a minute to that big pass. Going right into halftime, you know, and I took Alabama second half minus 5.5. I jumped all over that, yes sir. But it was kind of close, and I was kind of looking like, man, what's going on with Bama right now against Cincinnati? And shout out to Lou Fickles and Cincinnati because that shows like, hey, they defense can go. They just didn't have enough weapons on the offense to even compare to that. So that's a little concerning that in the first half, Cincinnati was able to hang around to that big pass right towards the end, and in the second half they took off, and Georgia just came right out and just was like, yo, we bigger and better than this Michigan team. And they was bullying them. I'm talking about Hutchinson was getting bullied. The corners was getting bullied. I mean, you can definitely see the difference in the players that Bama had going up against, Michigan. This line is going to change, folks. You better jump on the now if you like Bama with that money, because come game day, I can see this at a pick 'em. Everybody's liking Bama right now. If Georgia was an underdog, I probably would take Georgia, based off of what I saw over the weekend. And it's tough. This kind of reminds me of when Florida State and Florida played back in 95, 96 to go to the national championship. Florida State came out, took care of business, beat the dog shit out of Kendall and them. And then once the championship came around, Florida rolled Florida State in the Sugar Bowl. I kind of got, since it got better corners in Georgia quick and long, I kind of got a feeling. My gut is telling me Georgia might pull this off, but it's tough to go against the greatest coach in college football of all time, with the best coaching staff and the better players. Again, my main concern, and I know I'm going off, I rarely go off like this. My main concern with Georgia is, can they consistently score? Because they showed last time that they can't score. Bama money line. Official play.
Official?
Take it now. Bama money line. Take that shit now. Bama money line. They gotta come with it, because what I saw Cincinnati doing in the first half, that makes me extremely for the Alabama offense, because they still can't run the ball like talking about. Michi being out, you really got 2.5 guys. You got Williams, you got the tight end, and then what's the other boy name? Is his name? Come on, SBL. What's his name? Gillespie. What's his name?
But look at it like this too. Since he had Gardner and Bryant, way better corners than what Alabama has to man up against. I mean, way better corners than what Georgia has. At least draft wise. I know Garner's gonna go probably be the first corner off the board.
You talking about Sauce?
Yes, Sauce.
Bama money line, but dog,
I can't go against
Georgia.
I can't go against.
I can't. Not plus money.
7 straight times.
Not plus money.
Not plus money. The value is just
not plus money.
I think the over is good money, though. I think the over is the safest play, because in order for Georgia to win, I have yet to see, even on the years that Bama lost, I have yet to unless correct me my memory if I'm wrong, even the games they lost, they were shootouts. I have yet to see a team come and shut down Alabama.
Shit.
When? Are you talking about like McElroy days? I'm not since not since when? Who shut them down offensively?
Clemson whooped that ass, boy.
Who scored that game?
Shit, like 35, 40, 35, 42 to like 14.
Oh, 14. I don't remember.
Bro, you don't remember that? No. I'm gonna look it up.
Is that Watson or Lawrence? That's Watson?
That's Tua.
No.
Tua, and that's when Lawrence.
That's Lawrence.
That was Lawrence's rookie year.
Okay, I give you don't have to look it up. I'll give you that. That's
44 to 16.
44 to 16. When that's one, I'll give you one. Does that happen often?
January 7th, 2019. No, but I'm just saying.
That's my point, though. I'm not saying it never. My point is not that it never has happened. My point is that it rarely happens that a defense shuts down an Alabama offense. That's my point.
And it's crazy. I took Bama that game, and I'm a Clemson ACC
I don't even
guy.
remember, to be honest with you, so I can't. I'm not going to.
Tua threw a pick first series. Boom, pick six.
I don't know why.
That was it. That was it. Once that pick six happened, it was a wrap.
44-16, that still go over.
Yeah. So those are our official plays, man. Again, I'm gonna just say this: I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia win, just because Michi being out and the 2 offensive linemen being hurt. If this line flips, bro, if it flips, I'm gonna take Georgia money line. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If it flips
From
to what
game
though?
day.
What does it have to
If
flip
it
to?
if it flips to Bama minus, just when if Bama becomes the favorite, I'm changing my play because that means all the money's coming in on Bama, and we all know in these big games, you got to go the other way. You got to go the other way. So we was banged up. Tua was just throwing it to Clemson like he played for straight up, my guy. So.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from